I was at the grocery store today and I had this little thought float into my head. And so I just got back home. I'm going to kind of organize my groceries here. And I'm going to share with you guys kind of this thought that popped up. I was just like grabbing all my stuff, right? I got some goji berries. I got some like good fancy cheese. I got some good other fancy cheese. I got some maple syrup because I love using maple syrup in so many things. And I was just like reminiscing. I don't know if reminiscing is the right like word for this, but I was thinking about the time where I made nutrition so dang complicated, like extraordinarily complicated. Like I would spend hours and hours and hours of my day, each and every day, listening to things on nutrition, on diet, on lifestyle, and on health. And I just like think back to those times. I'm like, how did I make it so complicated? This simple topic of food, I made so extraordinarily complicated in my mind. Like, not even just like a little bit complicated, extraordinarily complicated. I was second guessing everything. I was standing in the grocery store, literally reading the back of the labels, and I would honestly Google every single little ingredient. And then I would do this weird thing in my mind where I'd be like, does this, all these things that I'm adding up now, does that equate to like an A plus? Like safe and good? Or is that like a B minus? Do I allow B minuses? Is B minuses okay? Can I get that? It's a C. And I would literally get so warped up in my mind about what to eat. And I would go paleo, and I would go keto, and then I would go vegan, and then I'd go gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free. I would do all of these things. And I'm sitting here being like, why? Why did I make this simple thing like nutrition so complicated? Was that necessary? Like, honestly, think about how much you've overcomplicated food. Is that truly necessary? Do we honestly, truly need to be spending this much time figuring out what is good for us? See, the thing is, the second you leave diet culture behind, the second you like unlearn everything you've learned about nutrition and you go back to this thing called common sense, nutrition becomes easy. I'm looking at my smorgasbord of things. I'm like, I have a good quality bone broth, chicken, rosemary, lemon. I got some fruit, some pomegranates, some organic blueberries, some bananas. I got some apples in here. I got things like maple syrup, a natural sugar that makes my cottage cheese taste so amazing. I do a little mix and I love it. I got myself cheese and I love slicing this cheese and I love dipping it in honey. I got myself some goji berries because I love the little like tartness of it. Haven't gotten those in a while, but I like them. Got myself some raspberries. We got some avocados. I got some ham because I absolutely love my ham. And I will take slices of butter and I'll like roll it up, or cheese, and I'll like make a little like a little snacky snack. And then in my freezer right now, and then I have grass-fed beef. I have chicken sausages. I got a bunch of eggs. I have masa chips, which is chips made with beef tallow and not industrial seed oils. Little pasta. I got organic butter and dates. And I'm sitting here looking at all of this, being like, why again? Again, why did I make this so complicated? It just fascinates me that, again, I turned something so simple like eat good quality of everything. I made it like this insane science that I had to figure out. Instead of just choosing foods that are in season, that sound good, I was like, raspberries, this is going to be delicious. I love pasta with a lot of butter and cheese on top. That's going to be delicious. I'm almost shocked by how easy it's become. But me, years ago, would have picked apart every single little thing. Well, maple syrup is too much sugar, and sugar does this to the body, and blah, 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 blah. Well, butter is mucus forming, and it has too much saturated fat, and it's going to blah, 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 blah. And I would have gone through every single little thing, even down to the fruit. I would have literally said the fruit is somehow bad. The eggs are terrible, awful for you. And I'm sitting here and I eat all of these things. I eat just a balance of everything. And I'm at the best health in my life. Simply just not restricting anything and eating good quality of everything. Mic drop, please. Let me say that again. I'm in the best health of my life. I'm 30 years old and I'm literally in the best health of my life. Because I simply reintroduced everything, and focused on good quality foods for the most part. And then I actually don't even care when I eat out and when I go on adventure and I go over to people's house. I don't overthink it because I'm like, carbs are good, fats are good, protein is good, yummy food is good, sharing food with others, good. Let's stop overcomplicating food, okay? That is literally the premise of this video. Let's stop overcomplicating it. And why don't we just allow ourselves to nourish our bodies? Because I will tell you this, the way to the healthy body that you want is not via restriction and by depleting your body. It's actually via nourishing your body and giving your body all that it needs to work properly. And if you're a woman, I'm telling you now, hormones are going to be very hard to balance without carbs. Hormones are going to be very hard to create without cholesterol and without fats. Muscles are going to be hard to build without animal protein. Your liver is going to have a hard time converting T4 into T3 without good quality amino acids. So you can play the game of restriction all you want, but it's never going to lead you to the health that you want. Or you can go, you know what, I'm going to start seeing everything as good. And I'm going to stop playing this game in my mind of let me complicate whether a banana is bad for me.